Note to self: if if you're a southpaw, it might make more sense to sit your headset up to, I don't know, the right side of your body. So if you go to take a shot, actually, perhaps it won't get in the way. Well, to be fair, I think I started this about a half hour before it said it was supposed to be started. I don't even know if it gave any indication on the YouTubes. Actually, can I check that now? Actually, probably not a good idea for me to do that here. Let's do that on the other device. End times report. I was planning on getting a lot of other shit done, but something happened today. And I figured since, well, everybody fucking got a show to do today, I figured I'd go ahead and do mine too. Yeah, no, it's Friday evening. I don't care. Or it's Friday morning now. Fuck you. As long as I'm awake, it is still Thursday. Guess what? I get to jump on the bandwagon of everybody doing the show. Pretty much all at the same fucking time, apparently. I don't know how to check, actually. Yeah, fuck it. You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm here now. So, fuckers, you're probably listening in the morning, which is fine. This being a morning, but again, calling this a fucking evening show. Why? Because they can. Really should have a ashtray or something. Oh, wait, that's what the sink is for. All right. What is this? Oh, StreamYard live commenters show up on StreamYard. This example. Okay, fine. Again, being left-handed, get ready to spark up a cigar. What is this one? Cuban Rounds, Taste of Havana. I went to my local smoke shop, or not the local one, but the one that's in Fremont. Asked him for some budget cigars, and this is one of the ones he pointed out. It was what are these? There was a pack of 3 of them. I don't remember exactly how much they were. I think they were like $5 or something. Not bad. They got the job done. I smoked one of them on one of the Masculine Geeks private chats. MasculineGeek.life, by the way. If you have not gotten on that list, well, you missed out. July, I think. You signed up during that time. It was $30 a month to get into the get the full access of the website. Now they do have a $20 a month thing, but I think that just goes for the forum. Kind of like their what do you call it? What's Arthur going on about? He's messaging me. So is Jack. Okay. Well, you assholes. Well, Jack's on the other side of the fucking planet, so that kind of makes sense. Oh, fucking right. They wait till I go fucking live. Oh, so they can have their own fucking conversation in the goddamn private chat. Or one of them. This is the drunken mistake one. I do remember making that one, even though I was drunken. Hang on, I'm going to go turn on one of the fans here. There you go. That's going to be real fun during winter. Now, I do remember that. That was another show at the park, and that's how the other show got started, or the other private chat, what was it, Knights of the Round Table or something, I ended up naming it. I think before that it was called, what was it, Too Many Damn People in the Chat. I think that was Nick Schulander's idea. NickSchulander.com, SCHULANER, by the way. Who's watching? I can see one or two people or something are watching this. Say something in the chat. Let me know who's watching. But yeah, the drunken mistake one, that was, I wanted to add some other people, but it was going to make another group, and I didn't care, so I did it anyways. Oops, why is that open? Whatever, I'll figure that shit out later. And I had like a million fucking people, including Rajon, by the way. That's who's probably watching, actually, now that I think about it. Him or Anthem. I still remember French Fries. I think I added her, her personal account. And she immediately goes like, well, this is way too many people. I'm getting the fuck out of here. See you, bye. But at any rate, I sent the link there. So if Atham or Jack or whoever they want to join, they can. Something interesting happened to me today. Something it's not entirely unexpected given the current events here. First of all, how's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everybody's getting, some decent sunshine. They're getting outside. They're getting some decent oxygen. They're not having to recycle their own CO2. Hope everyone's car's running good too. By the way, you want to talk about preparedness? How about automotive preparedness? Anyone ever think of that? I certainly fucking do. This is actually around the time that I would actually perform my quarterly maintenance. But that got sidelined. I drove my car, by the way. It was a whole lot of fun. Took quite a bit of skill, too, if I do say so myself. I got a little skin off the tip. That's what she said. But I got the car at the shop. And here's the thing. Apparently, I don't know if I talked about this on another broadcast or not, but both the shop that I was going to, which is backed up by like a month, but that one and the other one I ended up driving my car to, they were so mystified that my transmission is actually, the clutch is actually cable actuated and not hydraulic. He's like, he had no fucking clue. Like, he was like, I haven't seen this shit in years. I don't think this means I'm going to get overcharged again. Anyway, I've had several clutches replaced for various reasons. As a hint, if you're going to be driving your car in a city, which means you're going to be doing a whole lot of shifting, as opposed to the highway where you're for the most part in an overdrive gear, do not get don't get a stage 1 or anything above that. The reason is because stage 1s, they have to deal with more power going from the engine to the transmission and the drivetrain and all that stuff. And so the pressure plate, which is what helps transfer the power, has to be a lot stiffer, has to be stronger. What that means is also not as springy, it's not as elastic. Therefore, if you're shifting a whole lot, it doesn't hold up as well as just your regular old clutch, your Duralast or whatever you get from O'Reilly's or whatever. And so that's what I got. And even though I drive for a living, this is what I don't know yet. I haven't heard back from him. I should be hearing back from him tomorrow, the mechanic. Jesus Christ. This is supposed to be sound isolating. How did it pick that up so well? I'm just drinking beer tonight. I might take a shot later. When I check my order now, if it is the clutch, then this thing has definitely fucking failed prematurely because one, when I got the clutch, it was in November of 2018. That's under 2 years ago. Now, to speak of that, my buddy, the Little Rock Pack Wrangler, the one who lives in Enumclaw, she's had her truck for like 20, 25, 30 fucking years, has never had to get a clutch for it. Pretty sure it was just a fucking regular one. And she's put hundreds of thousands of miles on her vehicle. Never had to get a clutch. What the fuck is wrong with mine? By the way, it's a truck too, which means it has to do with even more, it has to do with more moving parts between the drivetrain and the wheels, basically. What touches the ground. And I've ridden with her numerous times. I've seen her shifting. It's let's say it's not exactly as crisp as mine. Again, I'm a trained driver. Who trained me? Me. I actually did have a buddy, Juan, Guatemalan guy. He trained me for some like street driving and some aggressor driving and stuff like that. But I even got past him, and I remember one trip we took. He was like, "Dude, like I wouldn't do half of the shit that you just fucking pulled off." So let's just say I know my shit. I know how to preserve my fucking clutch. You know, that's not something you want to have to fucking deal with on a regular basis, even though it is a wear and tear item. But she still has yet to have a clutch replaced. And even I calculated just side my head or whatever, how many miles I would have driven within that time. It's about 45,000, maybe 50,000. This isn't counting the times that I've had to brick it, or not brick it, but just park it and do something else, or taking days off, or even the trips that I've taken. Again, if you're on the highway for a long amount of time, I mean, you're not doing any fucking wear on the clutch at all. So that almost doesn't even count. We're talking about 5,000, 6,000 miles or something. I took a couple of pretty long distance trips last year. So I don't think those really count. You only get clutch wear if if the speed of the engine is not matching the speed of the wheels, basically. That's the only time. You hear this a lot with like Honda drivers and other people that drive stick. They shift in the first, and you obviously, if you're going from a standstill and you're shifting in the first, you're using the first gear, obviously you're doing a little bit of wear there because there's a little bit of drag. It's kind of what it sounds like. But then you'll hear people shift in the seconds like, bah, bah. That's a lot of fucking wear, at least as far as I'm concerned. I almost never fucking do that. Hell, I've gotten good enough, and this is one reason I was able to get my car to the shop. I've gotten good enough that I could just shift without using the fucking pedal. I just time the RPMs. That's all. RPMs as opposed to speed. Not one that I know is actually being taught, but that's just something I came up with. I don't know if I came up with it, but it's something that, okay, well, as far as me personally, I came up with it. Now, in cases like this, it's fucking served me well. What can I say? I'll be getting news about that tomorrow. Now, as far as the subject today, or tonight rather, as you all know, I've been very adamant and vocal about the whole mask thing, the whole mask mandate. Which, by the way, I did my own looking into a lot of these laws and some of the amendments that violates. By the way, did you know? Just taking a hit off the sig. Did you know? One of the first things that happened at what was it? Not social distancing, but related. Basically, a lot of gatherings and stuff. Those are banned. You're not allowed to go to church. A lot of the restaurants and bars had to close. At least as far as patronizing them, going inside of them, like women want me to do a lot of times. You go in and sit down and eat or drink or whatever. That got canceled pretty quickly. I think that happened in May, I believe, May 13th. At least that's when it happened up here. But funny enough, again, did you know that actually violates, of all fucking amendments, the fucking first one, the one that's like freedom of speech in particular, it violates the, what do you call it? The freedom to publicly gather, I think. For public assembly, all that kind of shit. I don't have it in front of me, and frankly, I don't feel like pulling it up. I might pull it up later. Or something else. But actually violates that. I had to actually go search for that. Nobody thought about that. And yours truly included. But I looked that up. And a lot of the other laws, particularly the one that I've been the hill that I chosen to die on was the mask one. Oh, everybody's got to wear a mask, You go into any kind of business, grocery store. I don't know about you, but unless you hunt and grow your own food, that's kind of fucking important. Grocery stores, no mask, no service. We'll be coming back to that. Go to your optometrist. Maybe you don't have 20/20 vision or 20/15 or 20/10 or wherever the fuck that I have. You don't have enhanced vision. In fact, you have diminished vision. Oh, but you don't want to wear a mask. It violates your ethics or whatever the hell you call it. No mask, no service. Guess you got to learn how to get around by feel, I guess, now don't you? Oh, you need to renew your driver's license? Hey, maybe you drive for a living. Ask me how I know. Maybe for whatever reason you got to come in person. No mask, no service. Oh, I guess you're out of fucking business then now, aren't you? Now and again, I got a lot of shit for that. I have got support for that. I'm not gonna, not mention that. I did get quite a bit of support for the stance that I took. That the whole my body, my choice thing is like, no, that's where that's the hill I die on. Fuck you. You're not telling me what the fuck to do with my body. To the point that I don't even shop in the city that I now live in. I still shop in the city that I used to live in, specifically because they're not playing this bullshit. Now, obviously, that comes with its own inconveniences. Yes, maybe there's a little bit more driving involved. It's a little bit out of the way. Not that much out of the way, but just a little bit. 5, maybe 10 miles, which is nothing for me, to be honest with you. But you know what? I'm willing to take that kind of sacrifice. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to go there and patronize the people who don't violate my, again, as a black from the waist down guy. I got family in Mississippi and Alabama and Kentucky and all these goddamn places. Pretty fucking dark. A lot of them, they came from slave peoples. That's kind of fucking important. I don't particularly care. But fuck, as I told the guy over at Real Hoppin' Brewing, you know what? The race card is there. That weapon is there. I might as well fucking use it. I'm using it. Fuck you, self-hating white people, dude. You know what? You deserve everything that you were fucking working for. Everything you're fucking talking about. That's exactly what you fucking deserve. And again, talk about the fucking short-sightedness. Do you not see where this shit is fucking going? We're going to be talking about that in a minute. Oh, it's just the mask. Oh, that's it. All you got to do is wear a mask. Wear your damn mask. Please, just wear your fucking mask. Now, if you want to wear a mask, okay, understood. If you have a business, a physical business you have to work in, whether it's a phone store, whether it's auto parts depot, especially if you're working in a restaurant or any other hospitality industry, okay, I understand. Even if it's not being enforced, by the way. Oh, let's talk about mandates real quick. Mandate is not a law. It cannot be legally enforced. That's one. Number two, it has to be a judicial system that actually puts the mandate out. So Emperor Emsley up here, last I checked, he doesn't have his own goddamn courthouse. So him just saying, hey, you know, you have to wear a mask, that's not legally enforceable. Number three, the other party, meaning the rest of the population, has to voluntarily go with that. They have to agree to it. Now, if a law is passed, let's take the latest gun laws from, I think it was 2-3 years ago or something like that, where basically any semi-automatic weapon or anything that holds more than 10 rounds, you have to do all this other happy horse shit. See, that got signed into law. Again, I think it was by the judicial system or something else, but whatever. Now that everybody has to, there are legal consequences if you don't follow that. If you don't wait the 5 days or pay the $25 fee or do the guns training course to get your goddamn Glock 19 or whatever it is. Mandate is not the same fucking thing. It's a suggestion. It's, look, I really want you to do this. I can't punish you if you don't do it, but I really want you to do this. That's what Emperor Inslee fucking put in up here, and a lot of other mayors and other officials did in their own cities and counties and states and all that stuff. Anybody calling, anybody listening from a different country, go ahead and leave me a comment down below, by the way. Let me know if the same is happening there. I know New Zealand's a fucking issue. So is Australia. But that's precisely what has me worried. Okay, they can't actually enforce it. And even if they do try to enforce it, you could fight that shit in court and probably fucking win. But everybody fucking went along with it. They went along with the whole fucking mask thing. And now, this is something I was talking about with Liberal Packer Wrangler. I sent her a message last night. There's some fucking attorney that said that if you don't take the vaccine for the coronavirus, you're subject to fines and even imprisonment. Said states that have the right to actually back that shit up. Now, to be fair, that's just one attorney. That's just one guy saying, talking shit on the internet and probably talking shit online or whatever the fuck it is. But think about this for a second. The whole mask thing started as a voluntary thing. The whole mask thing started, like maybe one or two politicians or officials or whatever. They decided to say that, this should be mandatory. The mask thing also started out as a very small movement. And now look where the fuck we are now. This is the same fucking thing. This is why I fucking oppose this from the very fucking beginning. All right, you want to follow the fucking rules? Okay. Again, if you're a business person, you're working on the front lines or whatever, I understand you have to do it. And you have to post the signs and shit too. Because you don't want the health department coming after you. I understand. If you're a patron to these places and you feel for whatever reason you need to wear a mask, I'm not going to go into those reasons, but they're your reasons. Okay, you're doing with what your body you feel you need to do. And I'm okay with that. You go ahead and do it. If I decide to wear a mask, or in my case, a respirator, which, by the way, I've gotten a lot of good feedback just showing people how to properly mount one in case of gas, gas or nerve agent gets dropped on the city. Hell, and just getting back into practice with that, actually. I had the fucking riot helmet. Like, how does the mask work with the riot helmet? It took me a few adjustments, but I finally got it right. And then, by the way, this headset that I'm talking to you assholes, that added another, layer of complexity. Not even really complex, but something else that I had to adjust. So I've been playing around with that, and I'm fine with that. I'll tell you another thing I'm fine with. If you're an employee and your employer at that business says, okay, we got this law out here. It's not being enforced. Maybe they know that. Maybe they don't. But if we see on our cameras that you didn't enforce the fucking mask thing, that you could get, your pay docked or you can get fired or something like that, and you vocally tell me that, okay, you know what? For the most parts, the business that I go to are the ones that I support. So I could understand that and I would behave appropriately. I wouldn't like it. I still be against it, but I would assume the person who's doing that is also against it. So we're in solidarity there. I would at least do that just so they wouldn't fucking get in trouble. But at least, as far as my town now, which is the reason I'm not shopping here anymore, I'm shopping in my old town, not the one I live in now, the one I'm broadcasting from. That's not what's happening. They're taking fucking joy in this shit. They're enjoying their newfound fucking fascist powers, basically. No, you need the mask. Doesn't matter what the reason is. Doesn't matter what your reasoning is. Doesn't matter if it's unconstitutional. Doesn't matter if this could backlash on me, horrendously. Women, colored people. Actually, I'm not getting that much from colored people. They don't seem to care. It seems to be, it's mostly fucking white women that are doing this shit. That's who it is. I don't know. Draw your own conclusions from that, but that's who's fucking doing it, at least out here. Actually, the T-Mobile's T-Mobile's going to track the fucking SJWs anyways, but this is a black woman that had this fucking problem. Don't worry, we're going to be getting to the black women in a moment. They're the ones that's fucking pushing this shit. And really, there's no point in fucking reasoning with them. Mask up if you absolutely, positively have to fucking do business with them. Otherwise, tell them to fuck off. And take pictures of these motherfuckers. Record this shit. That's what I'm starting to do now. I got a fucking camera mounted on my helmet for a reason. No, these motherfuckers are doing this shit on purpose. It's not really about the law. It's about fucking control. And you know what? Again, I'm going to say this. I've been quoting my late grandmaster for like the last few fucking months now. I'm going to do it again. You can touch me. That means I can touch you. You just aren't going to like the way that I touch you. You want to violate my amendment rights? Guess what? Time's going to come where it's my turn. And trust me, motherfuckers, I got a whole lot of weaponry and toys to play with. And I'm still acquiring them. And it ain't no fucking safe words here. Not one. You will be fucked. Maybe even literally. The latest offender, I think she bats for the other team, so I'm going to guess she's never had a pregnancy scare. I think she could use one. Not that I advocate that in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying. Which brings me to today. I had other things to do. I had to put off a few. I had to call in to get a few things waived off. Money's a little bit tight here. So if you want to help out the show, actually, now that I think about it, one way you can help out the show, if you want to do it directly financially, you can go to Venmo and find me at Bacon-Maldito. M as in Mike, A-L-D as in Delta, I-T as in Tango, O. But I got an offer from my buddy. She wants me to help her out on her little ranch there, and she's going to pay me for that, which I am horrible at that. Even with Nick, like I'm helping Nick with personal training and shit. He's actually he's making some pretty good progress, by the way, and I'm glad to see that. I really am. But I made a deal with him like I was going to charge him, what was it, $30 an hour, I think. That's still the last time I checked for personal training, it was $60 an hour. That was the standard. This is way back in 2007, 2008, something like that. And I just raised my price to what I basically make now. But what I ended up doing was like, okay, but he has a skill that I might actually want to use. Hey, a little foreshadowing. What if I have to work at home? What if I want to avoid all this shit altogether? Doing marketing at home, like Nick does. That might come in fucking handy. I'll never have to leave the fucking house again. And so I made the deal with him that he teaches me his marketing shit. And I'll handle him as much as he wants. I'll do everything I can to, give him the info and all that stuff. Obviously we can't be in the same place right now. He's about 250 miles away. But I can do what I can from my end to help him, lose the fat, gain some muscle. He's doing pretty good with the exercise part. The diet's going to be a little bit more of a question based on what I've been hearing. But I figure, hey, we could just barter our service. By the way, what that means is that the IRS can't get our hands on that. I think that was what Safety Dog was talking to Chad Elkins about. Safety PhD and ElkinsCPA.com, by the way. SafetyPhD.com and ElkinsCPA.com. Both sponsors of the show. yeah, aside from that, I'm pretty fucking terrible with, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just a trait of mine, I guess. I don't like try. I know I should. Aaron Clary does it, and he does it pretty fucking well, and I congratulate him for that. I just have a hard time just charging, like good friends and family and stuff, even though I should be. Maybe I'll get over that at some point, but that's just one thing. But bringing it back to my buddy there, like, she needs work done on her ranch, and she's willing to pay me a decent price to do it. So we talked about that. I'll probably be doing that. Now, I was supposed to go over there maybe today. That didn't happen. I had other shit to do. Actually, I got some more shit unboxed. It means that I have more space to move around here, which is nice, considering how fucking small this goddamn place is. For the average person, at least. Yeah, I got that done amongst other things. Got some calls out of the way. Went into work, and literally the first place. I'll tell you where this is. It's Supreme Pizza. They're in U District. They're right on University Avenue. You know where UW is? That part of town, basically. And they have a whole lot of different restaurants there. They're next door to Chimak, which is Korean chicken wings and beer, and they have a whole bunch of other different restaurants on this particular block. That's what this block is basically for. It's restaurants and nightlife, and other things. Like there's a Rite Aid there. There's a Walgreens. There's a Target there. Actually, it's on the other side of this place. So I get this order. I'm listening to. I think first I was listening to Nick August's show, the Let Him Burn podcast. It's on also on YouTube. Look up Nick August. NickAugust.com, by the way. Or Nick August XYZ, actually. That's his website. Whatever reason, Bull Rush wasn't there. I don't know why. But Rob Says was. And they did the same. They launched their show. For them, it's their regular time. But Safety Doc also launched a show at the same time with Chad Elkins. You may notice that as a bit of a conflict of interest. So I kind of hopped in between their shows. I'm still listening to them on the work tab that I'm now broadcasting this to you guys from. And literally, as I pull into whatever parking space I ended up picking, I am walking to the shop, and this is a shop. I think I refused one order, but I took this one. My memory may not serve me all that well right now. I could use it with a shot, actually. Let's do that. Set this. There's not that much cigar left anyways. Try the tequila. I have a little bit more of that, actually. Oh, geez, okay, maybe not. Do it anyways. Drink the rest of my tequila. Actually, let's mix it. There's half a shot here. That's all that was left. Mix it. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Yes, I know. I bumped the fucking mic. I bumped the mic. Sorry. What can I say? Anyways. So I walk in, and I think I fucked the mic up. There we go. That looks better. I think whoever was listening to this left right when I was talking. Right when I got to the part where we're talking about the That's the title of the show. Hang on, let me see something because not like it was. Hang on. Echo. All right, no, it's working. It's fine. I'm being paranoid again, which is fine. I'd rather be paranoid than right. As far as shit like this goes, as far as shit going wrong, I'd rather be paranoid than right. Hell, no field is greater than at least my fucking car, especially, since hell, one, I might have to get out of fucking Dodge real fucking quick. Everybody talking about their goddamn AR-15 or $1,500 AR-15s with $2,000 worth of attachments and their pallets of fucking, or their crates of fucking ammo and all this shit. Motherfuckers keep goddamn cars in shape. You might need to take all your trucks, your big ass lifted murder trucks. Might want to take that shit somewhere else. If things get real fucking hot. Oh, he's back. Whoever it was. But I walk into this pizza parlor. I have one of their stickers on my face shield, by the way. And I actually showed it to the lady who was working there. There was two people in there. There was a lady who I got my order from. By the way, what my contractor does, they'll send wherever I'm picking up, the order's ready, they'll hit a button and they'll send a text to me basically saying that the order's ready, you can go in and pick it up. That happens as I'm walking to the goddamn shop. And I took my time fucking getting there, doing whatever the fuck else I was doing at the time. So I walk in, I know my order's ready, all I have to do is just fucking grab it, that's all. Which I did. I got it from the lady who was working there. And then there was another woman, there was some black woman or something. Whoever the fuck she was. Well, again, I'm very good at playing like I don't know what the fuck is going on. I've gotten pretty good at playing dumb. Maybe it's because I'm actually dumb. Who knows? Hang on. I'm going to take one last hit off this cigar and then get a little bit less distracted here. One moment, please. Play your intermission music. Doesn't pick that up. That's interesting. I went ahead and just throw it in a shot. Did you know, just as a PSA, if you just leave a spent cigar in water, like it has some weird fucking smell to it. You might smell in the morning. Maybe I'm the only one that's dumb enough to do that shit, but there you go. But yeah, I walk in and lady behind the counter, she's fine. She's wearing her medical mask, as she kind of has to. I walk in and have my riot helmet on, the shield's up. Was I wearing my glasses? No, I don't think I was wearing my glasses. I think I took them off. I have my respirators, basically a necklace. She walks in, I walk in and she sees me. She starts waving her fucking hands like she goes full fucking retard, basically. Like, dude, just don't come next to me or anything. I'm aware of this. I'm aware of what she's doing. But I'm not making any notice of it. I'm not acknowledging it, basically. Say, hey, so here you get my order. Show her the number, give her name, whatever the fuck she needs to verify that I'm the person there to pick up the order and all this shit. We go through that process. It goes smoothly. While this lady is freaking the fuck out. And what she does is, yeah, I got a comment here. I'll get to that in a minute. What she does is she not only starts, well, she was kind of yelling at me or like sort of yelling in my direction. Of course, she's wearing a mask, so I can't really hear everything she's saying. But she's making all kind of fucking hand gestures. Like she looks like a fucking 5-year-old, basically. Like I walked in, I was literally the fucking boogeyman. And after she's done with that and she realizes she's not getting the results that she wants, she starts yelling at the person behind the fucking counter. Hey, why aren't you telling this guy to wear a mask? He needs to be wearing a mask. There's a fucking mandate. Didn't you hear this? He needs to be wearing a mask. And of course, now she has to now do the obligatory things like, hey, next time you come in, wear a whatever. They just kind of look at her, and both of us are just non-verbally, basically, but we're like, nah, we don't care. Again, I made sure I got a sticker. I made sure I could advertise this. But again, Supreme Pizza Pie, I think. It's on University Avenue in U District up in Seattle, next to UW. In between 45th and 47th Avenue. Again, anything could happen. Maybe they'll be turning to fucking Nazis the next time I fucking show up there. But you know what? Even with the woman behind the fucking counter, that shit didn't fucking happen. All she did was kind of play along. Man, this black woman lost her fucking shit. I can't believe you let this guy come in without a fucking mask. Stay away from me. I don't want to die. And she had like her own order there. She had her pizza. She had her pizza ready to fucking go. I don't know if she had paid for it yet or not. I think that's what the other lady was asking about. She was dealing with her be simultaneously. She leaves and was like, if you're going to let this shit go on, I don't want your goddamn pizza. And she came back like, well, can I pay for it? Oh, he's still not wearing a mask. And I'm going to fucking leave now. So all this fucking crazy shit. Meanwhile, I grab my fucking order. Okay. I see her leave, and I look at the lady who's behind the counter, and I tell her this. And sometimes those problems just take care of themselves. Of course, that was a bit premature because not 15 seconds later, this lady comes back and starts yelling fucking again. All right, I don't care. She comes back with her husband. With the fucking beer belly, by the way, and he has his own, like, groceries or whatever the fuck he was getting to take back to his house. Has bags in both hands. So I told the lady behind the counter, hey, thank you very much. You have a nice day. Hopefully things go better than they have been just now. I walk outside, and they're both outside. They're both talking shit. They're both going, I can't believe you're not taking this virus thing seriously. I kind of look in their direction. I'm still kind of half acknowledging them. Then I went back to not acknowledging them at all. I was like, you know what? This is how I know you motherfuckers have never been punched in the face. Because you're pulling this fucking bullshit. And I see the guy, he fucking puts his bags, is like, oh, you want to do something? Like, I kind of look at him like, dude, for real? And then I just keep walking the fuck away. Now, I could have gotten into a confrontation with them. I could have done that. I chose not to. And I'll tell you what could have done, what could have happened in a moment. But look, Okay, first of all, I just fucking started my shift. I got better shit to do than to get in a fucking conversation with these fucking idiots, these fucking retards. I got money to make. I got people to fucking serve. I don't have time to with these fucking people. Now, if he wants to keep making an issue as I'm walking away, well, that's a different fucking story now, isn't it? But until then, why bother? Why waste my fucking time? And that's what happened. He did his whole fucking display there. I said, meh, walked away. And he just fucking stood there. I saw him. I don't think he saw that I saw him, but I did. He stood right fucking there and did nothing. Now I got in my for now a rental car, delivered my order and went about my business. Had no issues afterwards. I thought it was just gonna be one of those fucking days where I'm gonna be fighting fucking everybody. That was the only incident that I had this particular shift. But it's starting to get there. It's starting to get to that point where people are going full fucking retard over the whole fucking mask thing. That's what they're doing. That's what's going on the ground here. That's why I started doing. That's why I wanted to do this particular broadcast, because it's starting to come to that. It's starting to fucking escalate, as I predicted. I said before. I don't remember exactly where I said it, but I fucking said it. This is gonna start escalating to the point where fucking punches are thrown. And by the way, I remember exactly what the fuck I was thinking at the time. Like, where the hostilities really would have kicked off. This guy would have charged, and I would have fucking launched a sidekick right under his chin, severing one of his, or severing his spinal cord via breaking one of the vertebrae that's in your necks. I can't remember what the fuck they're called, like cervical or something. I think it's C something, C5, C4, wherever the fuck it is. And the reason I didn't do that, one, I didn't have to. It never came to that. But if I decided to do that, now I got to deal with the fucking police. They're not defunded yet here up here at least. Now I got to spend my time dealing with that shit. That's time I don't fucking have. I got better shit to do. But that was a fucking option. It really nearly came to fucking blows because this person decided to go fucking retard and her husband was there. I nearly had to take out a whole fucking couple, and God knows how many other fucking people. This isn't even in Capitol Hill. This isn't in downtown. This isn't like the hospital you would expect this shit to happen. I guess U District, maybe. You can kind of expect it to happen there, but as far as I'm concerned, having worked there for 5.5 fucking years, not really. But it's starting to come to that. It's damn near starting to come to blows. Who knows what the fuck is going to happen tomorrow? I may have to get in the fucking fist fights. One of the thoughts that I have if you guys want to look this up, Dead On Hammers. Dead On, like, well, it sounds exactly, it's spelled exactly the way you think it is. I got one of these at, I think, a Home Depot. Got a smooth one. They have the smooth one and a milled one, which the hammer end basically looks like a fucking meat tenderizer. I got the smooth one. And that's what I call the attitude adjuster. That's sitting ready to go, in case I got to actually attack somebody in my car or get out fighting or whatever, and I don't have time to grab the machetes. That's what I have ready to go. My thought today was like, I might have to figure out a way to actually physically carry that on my person wherever the hell I go. I don't know about you guys, but I actually did this before. I had it was like a 9-inch knife or something. 9-inch, the blade was 9 inches. I don't remember how long the handle was. About a little bit longer than my grip would be. Also come with a glass breaker too, which by the way is its own weapon. And it came with a sheath, and I decided to just kind of mount it to my belt just to see what it was like to carry it around. Now I got a question about that, and several places like, okay, I'm glad you're legally okay to carry that open carry. Well, this is an open carry state. You can carry around guns, you can carry out knives, and all this shit, all kinds of weaponry. Open. You need a certificate for concealed carry, obviously. I think that's pretty much countrywide here. But you can carry that shit open if you want. It's just frowned upon. And again, I forgot I had it on where in places where I got shit for it. I literally forgot it. That's how well it actually held up. So no, bladed weapons probably up, but you know what? A tool like a fucking hammer. By the way, this is an 18-inch long hammer. One you can do a serious amount of fucking damage with. Again, there's a reason I call it the attitude adjuster. Usually adjust people's fucking attitudes when they want to talk a whole lot of shit or, threaten you to do anything or whatever. Then you break that the fuck out. Put it in their fucking face. You'd be surprised just how quickly people tend to shut the fuck up. I actually thought it's like, I might have to everyday carry this. I might have to find some way to mount that on my belt or on anything else. It's really getting to that point. It's really getting to that point where like they're getting fucking crazy about this shit. Now again, not for everybody. Maybe this is an isolated, and I really fucking hope that is. But am I gonna have to deal with this shit every fucking night? Every night I fucking work? Every night I fucking go out? Every night I go fucking shopping? Am I gonna have to deal with this shit? Really? I don't know. I really don't know. This is one of these that actually makes me question continuing the line of work. I'm not gonna stop. You ain't gonna fucking stop me. Hell, I delivered in the fucking Chaz Chop area, the Occupy zone that was in Capitol Hill. If that didn't fucking stop me, this shit surely fucking isn't. But it is food for thought. It's like, is this worth it? For now, it is. Well, what happens when it isn't worth it? That's something really to think about. I almost had to put these fucking people in the hospital because they decided to go full fucking retard. And again, in case you're not aware, I don't know. This is Fortune Quest Ventures. I see your comments. Don't worry, I'm going to get to those in a moment. Fortune Quest, I don't recognize you. That's fine. Welcome to the program. This is something that was unplanned, but I'm doing it anyways. You may not be aware of this. I have almost 2 decades of combat martial arts training and experience, both in the ring and outside of it. See, I've been punched in the face. That was the question I asked, actually. Let's go back to that real quick, and then we'll get to your comment. That was the question I asked when I got outside. I was like, I'm pretty sure these fucking idiots that are going full fucking retard, they've never been punched in the face. If they had, they would be pulling this shit. And that's what got them all riled up. That's what got them really talking shit. They never did anything. But they were talking. And my point exactly. Once there are consequences or there's a cost attached to whatever words that you want to throw around, that's when a lot of people really fucking shut up. Because for the most part, talking shit, running your mouth, it's free. There's no consequences. There's no cost to it. Have you made the analogy? You know what? If every comment you left on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or whatever, you got into the arguments and all that shit like I usually do. If that costs, I don't know, maybe the cost of a regular coffee at Starbucks, 3, 4, maybe $5, whatever the fuck it is. If every comment came with that fucking cost, people would be limiting that shit to 1, maybe 2 fucking comments a day. If they said anything at all. They shut the fuck up. If they're okay, let's make it even better. Okay, they can comment, but if it could be verifiably proven false, or like people who fucking threaten you, if they lost whatever conflict they were threatening you with, and they had to pay for it, and they knew it in advance, they shut the fuck up. You would never hear a fucking threat again. You never hear these fucking arguments ever again. Not one. But these people, they live in fucking language. That's the problem. And so they can say all kinds of shit. Right up until actual consequences start to make themselves available. That's all you can do. That's one thing. Another thing, they don't recognize actual threats. Now, me, again, 6'2", 185, 190 pounds. Mostly muscle. I've gotten a little bit of fat buildup because I've just taken fucking time off. I haven't been working out the way that I usually do. I've got other shit to do. But still, I'm no fucking pushover. And it shows. These people don't even fucking recognize that. They don't recognize actual threats. Let's talk about threats real quick. I think there was one I put in, what was it, 15-minute philosophy threat, I believe. That's been a thing that's going on up here for years now. Now in LA, you will never fucking see this for reasons that will be obvious. But up here, you have people like walk right in the middle of the fucking street without even fucking looking, with cars walking at them, whether they're looking at their phones or not. Now you would think, okay, you have these lines on the fucking ground, even if those are even there. Trust me, they've done it without them. But they somehow think these magical fucking lines of ground are going to protect them from 1 to 1.5 to 2 to maybe 3 tons of fucking steel and fire coming directly at them. They think that, oh, the right of way is going to magically shield me from fucking physics. No, I'm not trying to run anybody over, obviously. Mostly to save my own ass, and I don't want to have to do any body work in my car. But if that wasn't the case, I'd keep fucking driving. You retards just walk out in the middle of the fucking street, you know, like not even paying attention. You just assume that I'm gonna fucking slow down. Never mind, maybe I have fucking brake line blow, you know, as I'm trying to slow down. Maybe I had a fucking spider drop into my fucking glass or something. Now I'm fighting with that shit. Which means now my vehicle is out of fucking control. Nobody ever fucking thinks about that. No, you're just going to assume I'm going to slow down or stop so you can cross the street. That's the level of fucking retardery we're dealing with up here. Now, I don't know where you are. Hopefully in an area that's less retarded. But that's how bad it is up here. Nobody realizes any actual fucking threats until it's damn near too fucking late. And so you see that shit up here. You see that with that couple that I was just talking about. And let alone fucking reasoning with them. That's been out of the window for a long time. Ask me how I know. Let's get to the comments. Fortune Quest Ventures, is that a company there? Do you do not timeshares? What is it called? Do you like travel arrangements or something? Do you set up, cruises and other shit? Let me know. It says dot dot dot. My lungs were made to hold air when I breathe. I'm in charge of just how much I need. Dot dot dot. My body's nobody's body but mine. You run your own body, let me run mine. Dot dot dot. I guess there's a quote. Peter Alsop, ALSOP. My body, 1981. Okay, were these song lyrics? I guess. Okay. No, I agree. Again, I'll give you a quick story. Kind of sums that up perfectly. I had one vendor that this has been a thing, it hasn't been a thing recently, but this is before I had the riot helmet and the respirator and all this other shit, which I don't mount any of those. I know this place is called the Well Winds. They're in North Stone Way. They're in Wallingford. And this one woman, this blonde woman, so you can guess her race. And she does this thing where basically she holds my order hostage until I actually put the fucking shield on or the mask on or whatever. And so I did. She puts the order on the counter and I grab it and I flip it off. Which I thought that was going to trigger. That triggered some vegan people. Waiter Vegan Cafe, you guys go fuck yourselves, by the way. I respected you up until this shit. Your owner, they were catering to a certain fucking market. But once you start really pulling this shit, or at least your fucking employees did, go fuck yourself. I hope I find you in a fucking back alley. But I flip my shoulder and she doesn't say anything. I'm still keeping things. I'm doing things kind of in a fun tone. And I asked her this, like, hey, you want to know what's one good thing to come out of this whole mask fucking mandate thing? Kind of laughing, just keeping things friendly. And she's doing the same. She's like, yeah, ha ha ha, what? And I look her dead in the eye. I was like, I never want to hear my body, my choice ever the fuck again. You have a nice evening. And walk the fuck out. And I swear to God, the look on her face right after I dropped that line. Talk about leaving them fucking speechless. Talk about a fucking mic drop. I could have had a mic and actually fucking dropped it. It was that fucking good. Just the look at her. She had no fucking clue what to say. I mean, no clue. Not one. People they don't fucking think. These left, they don't fucking think ahead. Again, I'll say it again. Best way to make these motherfuckers miserable is to give them what they fucking asked for. All right, you want to violate the fucking amendments? You're only doing that because whatever fucking cause it's in your fucking favor. What happens when it's not? What happens, all these rules that you tell me to fucking follow, what happens when the rules start going against what you fucking think is right? What happens then? Did you think that fucking far ahead? Oh, I guess not. What happens? You're citing these fucking rules that I have to fucking follow. What happens when I'm the one writing the fucking rules? For you assholes that violated my fucking rights in the first fucking place. Did you think about that? No, of course you didn't. But guess what? Now you got to deal with the fucking consequences, now don't you? Now bend over and give me 20. Former Quest Ventures. I've seen some knife brands market the glass brick as a skull crusher. Yes, it can be. Now, that depends on how you use it. That's definitely one application. I would say As far as the glass breaker, now that usually you have the knife, if you holding it traditionally, that means the knife is at the top of your hand and the glass breaker is at the bottom of the handle, which means the glass breaker is at the bottom of your hand. It protrudes out below the bottom of your hand. And so if you're looking for at least slightly less lethal results, you will use that as kind of a coup baton or just kind of a melee weapon, one that doesn't cut, one that won't break an artery or something, but it will do enough damage to deter your attacker, basically. So yeah, I can understand that. You can crush a skull with those. Those are pretty fucking dense, and the way you have to grip a knife or whatever to actually utilize the glass breaker, you'd have a pretty strong grip to do that. So you would do some damage to somebody's skull. So I could definitely see you calling that a skull crusher. Whether it'll actually crush a skull, it depends on the application. But that is not out of the realm of possibility. I think it just makes it a double-edged weapon. A double-edged that works in your favor, actually. Now that you mention it. But yeah, that's what happened today. I had a fucking couple go full fucking retard. I almost got in a fucking fist fight with them. I actually would have been I'd have been one kick under their fucking under one of them's chins. Yeah, I don't know. If you don't hear me, actually, I don't know if I'll. No, I probably won't do it on here. I'll do it in the Instagram chat. It's the official end times report. I do it Friday nights. If you don't follow me on follow me at the goddamn bacon on Instagram. If you're hearing this and you haven't subscribed to me, follow me there. Send me a message. And if you want to get in on that, well, send me a message and I'll add you to the group. I do it on the group chat. Now, if things don't work out there, then maybe I'll do it live or something. Who knows? Anything can happen. But that's where I do that. And in Times Report, you get reports like I gave on this one. Jesus Christ. I might actually have to get in the fucking fist fights with people with this fucking mask thing. Something I saw coming, but like I don't really fucking want to deal with. We have those reports us on the ground, but we had other people, Nick Schuladder, he's on the eastern side of the state. Atham, he's in the California side of Lake Tahoe. A Splinter that's over in Baltimore. Bull Rush is in Houston. A lot of other people. And we get reports on the ground. Jack Napier over in the Netherlands. A lot of people is going to show up for that. Especially given the options you have to go out on Friday nights. So get in contact with me on that. Again, Instagram at the goddamn bacon. You'll see the same avatar that I have up here on that. If you haven't found me there, you can go on Twitter. You can find Bacon Comments. Slightly different avatar. I'm sure you'll be able to recognize it. Cartoon Channels, yes, that's me. Yeah, if you want to get in on that, we'll have that going tomorrow. Hopefully. That depends on how this device fucking works, but, that's just how things goes. That's just what I have planned. Speaking of plans, I haven't eaten anything today. I'm actually not that hungry. I had a couple beers along with a couple of shots, and the shots don't have too many calories, but I'm sure these do. I'm going to have some satiation or something. Until next time, stay ready. Keep everything tactical. And above all else, be chaos, my friends.